Hi, my dog lovers. Hi. I am here with a very special task today. I just watched a video that my team members recorded. They had an idea to interview each other and talk about their dogs and have a little fun and make sure that he'll meet them. In the process of this interview, I discovered that one of my team members, also my friends, has been spoon feeding her dog. So what I wanted to do today, I wanted to touch this topic of low appetite in dogs. And I know that she's not the only one who has challenges. And I'm hoping that you'll be able to learn from this and make your dog start eating without any fuss and problems. So the first step in this process is to make sure that your dog is healthy, that there was an examination done, and also that the adrenal glands function properly. Now, adrenal gland hypofunction or low function may lead to a low appetite. The opposite of this is Cushing's disease, which is a high adrenal function, and usually dogs are quite ravenous because there is an overproduction of steroids. So the adrenal glands have very important role in driving the appetite and food drive of your dog. I have seen one dog in the past that would not be eating, and we then decided to support the adrenal gland with adrenal glandular from Standard Process, which is a company from the US. And we discovered that after adding this supplement, the dog started eating very well, and we were very happy about that. And no other problems were there. There was not a clinical Addison's disease, but the adrenal glands were just weak, and that was enough for the dog not eating. The second possible reason for low appetite is side effect of vaccinations. And I have seen quite a few dogs in my practice that would respond to homeopathic treatment, Thuja 200C, Thuja 200C. So that's a homeopathic remedy. I would give the remedy once and then I would repeat in 2 weeks. And I remember this story of a dachshund where this dog didn't eat for about 2 years post-vaccination. It just basically stopped eating after vaccines. And then they came to me 2 years later, and we just gave this remedy, and the dog suddenly started eating within a few days after getting the remedy. So it was a real eye-opening experience to know that vaccines can cause problems with appetite. The most common issue with low appetite, especially when dogs are healthy, is us and our anxiety and our worry and us being good dog lovers. If your dog has had a clean bill of health and he or she is still not eating, the first thing to determine is if your dog is normal body weight. You feel the ribs and make sure that they're not too prominent, that they're not visible if you gave your dog a bath or if your dog is a short-haired dog. So that's the first thing. Then you feel the backbone and make sure that it's not sloping, but it's nice and round. And also feel the hips, because the hips should not be prominent, they should be well muscled. So if your dog is not thin, then it means that he or she is getting enough food. And if she's not eating more, it simply means that she or he doesn't need more. So what you need to do is to just put the bowl down, walk away for half an hour. And if your dog doesn't finish or doesn't eat all the food, just put it away in the fridge and feed it the next feeding. Now you can store the food in the fridge for 2 days. So don't worry about throwing it away, but definitely do not fuss around your dog. If your dog is normal body weight, just leave it alone. Make sure that you don't put any appetizing substances like cream or butter or liver treats or whatever it is, because your dog will get used to these and will stop eating and will be even more picky. I find it very interesting that many people who have issues with their dogs and food have also issues around their kids' food and what they eat. And I'm not a parent, I'm just a dog parent, but I do have one suggestion for anyone who's got picky kids or anyone who's planning to have kids. Please don't fuss around your child's food. Make sure that you don't give your 5-year-old a choice of food. Just put something down and don't make too much fuss about it. If your child is normal body weight, it is fine that he or she skips a meal, right? But if you start giving them macaroni and cheese and pizza and all that, obviously the broccoli and the celery and the carrots are not going to be as appetizing. And the same thing happens with our dog. So I know that I may be touching sensitive point here, but it is super important to see that. Like, I, as a non-parent, have had an opportunity to see so many kids and so many parents. And the kids who are not fussed about and fussed around, they eat the best. And unfortunately, I think that we just need an army of psychiatrists and psychologists, not psychiatrists, psychologists, and teach us how not to be anxious about our dogs and about our children, because that's the big reason why they don't eat as well. I remember one of my senior clients in the practice, she had about 5 different dogs, and they all didn't eat unless they had cream on top of their food. Now, how is this possible? Different lineage, different gender, different dogs, and they still had the same problem. I had other friends who were just basically having so much anxiety around their dog's food, and their dog would not eat. And if your dog is like you, just think about it. You don't really like to be pushed to do anything, right? Like, I don't like to be pushed and say, you have to do this and you have to do that. I just like the choice. And our dogs like the choice. But if you make too much fuss and if you start putting appetizing substances on our dog's food, they will stop eating, waiting for the cream, waiting for the cheese, waiting for the liver treats. So, if you have a picky dog and if your dog is healthy and has normal adrenal function and there is no post-vaccination reaction and he or she is normal body weight, put the bowl on the floor and walk away. And if your dog doesn't eat at his normal weight, it is just that your idea of how much he should eat is different than your dog's idea. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions or if you want to have a debate or conversation, email me, comment on this video, and I'm looking forward to hearing those questions and comments. And thank you so much, and have a wonderful day, and give your dog a hug for me. Take care. Bye.